Konnichiwa and welcome to WWF.
But not the WWF you're thinking of. This WWF stands for Worldwide Fans, the network that takes you around the globe in under 10 minutes.
Combing the globe for interesting sports events from every corner of the globe.
Let's get right to our first event, that age-old favorite from nations across the globe, staring contest. Let's cut right to our first staring contest in Botswana.
Oh, yes! Now to Kathmandu.
Ha!
Yes! Scotland!
Canada.
Sorry, And finally, Iceland.
My eyes are frozen open.
And now for a brief commercial.
And this con, because my underwear feels like a charm. In a world full of podcasts and radio stations,
One rises above them all.
the top two.
No. Listen along as to
Worldwide Fans
by John C.
C.
Havens.
Sorry.
Now we go to rural Mississippi in the U.S., where Franklin Bear Trap Beinsall holds the world's record for not being able to talk about the same subject for more than 5 seconds at a time.
Well, the thing about maple syrup, you see, is that when the computers stop working, you can always count on how creamy and crunchy a chocolate donut is in the morning. And this is exactly why my favorite TV show is Will and Grace.
Just amazing. Let's get our correspondent Vince Skinsosoft to interview Mr. Peinsall. I would like to remind our viewers, however, that Mr. Skinsosoft can only speak using vowels.
Oh, it's wonderful. Did I tell you about my world's largest collection of sea monkeys?
Ooh.
Now, on to some really exciting stuff. Let's talk about, have you ever heard of arm wrestling? Maybe thumb wrestling? Well, let's get real down and dirty and explore the new world of big toe wrestling. This is a sport, interestingly enough, dominated by women.
Hello, this is Helga. Am I on?
Yes, Helga Jammy Bunyan is with us now, and she is our leading big French toe wrestler on the sports scene right now. How's your big toe doing, Helga?
Oh, well, it is really big.
And toe-like?
Oui, merci. It is very much a toe. Oui.
What's your strategy going to be for the big fight?
I will show you. First, I psych out my opponent by making a threatening gesture with my cuticle.
Looks quite subtle.
Oui, merci. Then, by pushing the rest of my toes, I make my foot look like how do you say, penguin?
Moray eel.
Yes, that is what I meant. And when my foot looks like a moray eel, it renders my opponent's toes terrified.
That's terrible. That's wonderful. Now let's go to Helga's main competitor, Agnes Barefoot from Scotland.
Hello, I'm not too worried about my foot because I got a good strategy.
Mon Dieu, I'll have to fight hard. That's right, Frenchie.
It's a battle of wits and nails as Agnes and Helga take to it with the vigor of a Brazilian samba dance. Look at the blur of those toes as these two come in a frenzy of stinky feet.
And you think this punishment would end as Helga pounds into Angus's pinky toe with unrelenting force.
This little piggy went to the market, and this little piggy ate my big toe!
And now a word from our sponsor. Odor eaters. Do you ever just get embarrassing occasional foot odor? Well, after a long day at the gym, or maybe toe wrestling a huge Scotsman, get some odor eaters, and don't let the odor eat away at you.
Now, a word from some fans.
Yeah! Go Red and White Skin Rangers!
Pants, you're so freaking cool, yeah! You created the entire universe, you carry the sun on your back! I would shoot myself in the foot just to come within 30 yards of your dirty uniforms! Squirrel alive!
And now we're moving on.
And now, for a sport more favored by the outdoor types, Orient Earring.
Oh, don't you mean where you use a compass to look around in a forest?
No, where you find your way around the Orient by only using your ears. Here's Jackie's song in Shanghai.
What?
Jackie, can you hear me?
What you say?
Jackie, I was wondering.
I'm lost! I'm lost!
And back to me.
No, me.
And we're off to California for the dumbest excuse why my homework did not get finished competition.
Like, teacher, my dog did my homework and then I ate it.
Like, teach, I was gonna do my homework, but then I didn't. And I got caught up in Baywatch. Like, that's all.
I was like, I couldn't see anything for like 8 or 9 hours last night. And I felt like I was unconscious. Oh yeah. That's after my skull hit the pillow.
Like, teach, in all honesty, I didn't do my homework because I'm like a total slug.
Now back to me.
No, me.
I called it.
Shut up.
Wait. Let's do a play-by-play.
Good call. Let's do it in slow motion.
Right. Winding up. Sportcaster 1 punches Sportcaster 2 on his enormous nose.
But Sportscaster 2 is way too fast for Sportscaster Weenie Head number 1 and goes behind him and kicks him in the keister.
Sportcaster 1 falls to the ground with embarrassing display of bad athleticism.
And Sportscaster 2 laughs in slow motion.
Sportcaster 1 throws an imaginary handful of sand at Sportcaster 2's stupid face. Now Sportcaster 1 is a martial arts expert and proceeds to scream in high squealing noises.
And Sportscaster 2 wants to go home.